Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of our FIFA 18 World Cup Road to Russia, Road to Glory. Now, we've got a few things to talk about today. It might be more of a talking episode, I don't know. But, World Cup obviously kicked off yesterday. The opening ceremony again, didn't really appeal to me. The first game, Russia annihilating Saudi Arabia. People thought that Russia weren't going to be the greatest, but they played all right, honestly. You know, we have some man of the match items here. We got man of the match Golovin, Cheryshev, and Zuba. Now, I don't think I have any of these guys, but we can definitely have a look. I believe, is Zuba that rating? I'm not actually too sure. I know we definitely have the other Golovin, I think. Are they going to be under Europe? Yes, they are. Yeah, so there's Golovin, look. I can't remember what his rating's gone from, but that card right now doesn't honestly look that bad. You know, you put that in your centre mid, like for real right now, you put that in your centre midfield, good pace, very good shooting, good passing, kind of. The dribbling is pretty decent. You know, the agility and balance aren't so great, but, you know, ball control and dribbling are pretty decent. Interceptions are decent. You know, marking, stand tackle are decent. Stamina's decent. Aggression is decent. He's not a bad centre midfielder. I don't think I have any of the other two who are supposedly there. No, I don't. But, you know, I thought it was a decent performance from Russia last night, to be honest. You know, a lot of people were predicting Saudi Arabia to beat Russia, and I didn't. You know, I said, you know what, Russia are they gonna beat? You know, I think Russia can Russia get out of the group over Egypt? It's a tricky one, really. I think whoever wins out between Russia and Egypt will go through. Obviously, I think Uruguay will get 9 points. I think they'll beat every team in the group. But this is how the team is looking right now. Then we got a few faces here that you might not actually recognise. We also have another face down here that you might not recognise as well. We actually have Nakata in the team now. I'm not sure if I packed him on camera or not. I'm not sure if I did. But you know, I packed two of him. We've got the Ronaldinho, obviously. We've got the Rui Costa, and we have Deco, who's had to sit out on the bench because we got Kevin De Bruyne, who we also packed as well. You know, I'm looking at this team right now, and, you know, the tournaments, I'm doing a tournament a day, basically, and, you know, I'm going through the tournaments, and it's basically the same stuff that's happening to me over and over again. You know, I'm sat there, I'm cruising through the group stage, normally with 6 or 9 points, went into the round of 16, normally getting okay through that as well. Yesterday, I did my round of 16 game, I won 11-1, that was on my Snapchat. If you're not following me on Snapchat, go and follow me on Snapchat, it's pretty lit over there. And I get to the quarterfinals, and you know, I go 3-0 down, and I'm like, oh, I'm very close to quitting. I get a goal back, and I think, okay, only 2 goals, I can pull this. Gets to the half time, it's 4-1 to him, and I'm like, I was this close to quitting. And you know, I don't quit, I play on, and you know, I go on again, and it comes to extra time, I get it back to 4-4. I'm like, okay, and you know, I think, okay, I'm 3 goals. I've scored 3 goals in a row. Momentum's on my side. Nope, he scores another load of goals, makes it 6-4 to end the game. Basically, because this game mode right now is you want to get as little amount of blue cards as you can in your team as possible. Okay, there are no icon left backs, right backs, but every other position in this team potentially could be an icon. You know, you could have Yashim, you could have Laurent Blanc and Bobby Moore or Carlos Puyol. You could have Matthias there. I could throw in Deco there. And then these guys right here, I could have Pele there. I could have, Closer. I could have Henry. I could have Hernandez. You know, there's a big amount of cards here that that are in this game, and I just think, you know what? Sometimes I worry for the state of this game because, you know, we got the World Cup mode, brilliant. We have the World Cup, and they bring out these icons, and they were okay at the start. Okay, they were okay, and then they brought out this repeatable icon SBC, and everyone just literally emptied their clubs into this SBC. Now you'll be looking at me and you're saying you're moaning, but look at the amount of players in your club that you're not using, which is true. Okay, I've got loads of players, upon players, upon players, upon players. You know, every page right here could easily be an SBC. Like, I could have 6 or 7 more potential icons in the team, but do I want to do that? No. Because, you know, I kind of want to collect as many of the cards as I possibly can. And maybe, oh, excuse me, maybe I'm not taking the right approach to this game mode, but at the end of the day, if I'm sat here and I'm just doing that, I'm going to get super bored of the game mode because I'm going to get onto the icon SBCs. I'm going to just basically empty all my club into the icon SBCs, all the European SBCs, empty everything into all of them, get this mega-ass team. You know, I could have spent all my coins on this game mode, got this awesome team, won the World Cup, and then just kind of gone, meh, that's me done with. And I'll be back, you know, in this rut with FIFA where I'm like, I don't really know what to do. Which is a bit of a shame. You know, it is a bit of a shame. The SBCs are kind of dry as well right now. You know, we've got the Asia upgrade, the Africa upgrade, not interested in them. You know, exchange a squad of players from Europe for a coin reward. That's, what, an 80 rated European side. We've got a couple of players in there, but not really what I'm wanting. We've got that for South America to do as well. We've got the North East Central. Then we have the repeatable upgrades. We have the loan icon. You know, there's just stuff everywhere to do for you to do. You know, you have this stuff here. Exchange a squad of players from Australia. You know, all the big ones that we want. I wouldn't be interested in Australia. We've already got KDB. We've got James Rodriguez. We've got Christian Eriksen. We haven't got Mo Salah, but I don't really want to do that. We've got Harry Kane. I'd love Griezmann, but I can't afford him. Or I can't get him. The Germans, I'd love Manuel Neuer. Obviously, he can win games. Japan already got Kagawa. Already got Heung-min Son. Already got Hernandez. Already got Godoy. Already got Farfan. Haven't got Lewandowski yet. We've already got Smolov, even though that should technically be Golovin right now. And we've already got El Abed. We've got Mane. We've got Forsberg. We've got Kazri. We haven't got Luis Suarez. And then that's all that stuff we've already done. You know, they've been popping out this SBC every 24 hours where you basically just exchange a player in return for another random player. And that's kind of what's been happening. You know, the squad isn't looking that bad. You know, my coins are looking low. I'm on 2,000 coins right now. Basically because I went into a single player draft yesterday. Well, I did the online draft, as I said. That was what I covered in the last video, and I said, you know what, the online draft is trash. Save yourself the stress. Literally open up a single player draft, stick it on beginner, and just let it play the first 3 games, and then the 4th game you can actually play through that and just try and score loads of wonder goals. I went into single player draft, put it on that difficulty, and the game freaking froze. And it just froze. It was like all split screening all over the screen. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I pressed the home button and I was like, well, nothing much is happening here. I had a message from this guy. This is the guy that beat me yesterday. You know, I said I tried. He said, haha, yeah, GG. And they said that a bicycle kick from Lewa, though. He did score a bicycle kick with Lewa, and I think that was a bit of a jammy one. We have a message from Xbox Live. Okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever. What was I saying? Yeah, the online draft, did the single player draft, had a decent team. Did I put it on beginner? No, I think I put it on professional just because I actually wanted to play through the games. I didn't want to put it on, I put it on world class because I'm comfortable playing at world class, but the final at legendary, I was like, kind of want to win the final. So I put it on professional, and, you know, I was playing alright, and then it just froze, the game froze, and I was like, okay, maybe it would just put me at the start of the draft. No, it booted me out first round. So I didn't bother contacting EA because they've had a go at me before. for me saying, look, your server's booted me out from the draft, I want a token back or something, or a pack. And they said, well, we're not going to give you a pack. I said, well, I could have got to the final. And they said, well, we don't know that. So they just gave me another draft token, and I got a trash draft and went out in the first round anyway. So I wasn't going to chase up EA on that. So that means we have to build up our coins once again to 45k, which means the only thing we can really do is play the online tournament. Now, our player stats are not looking that bad. You know, we put Harry Kane in. He's been playing very, very well. You know, 27 games played, and he's contributed to 39 goals. That's decent. You know, 19 goals in 27 games when he's not on his, you know, preferred side. He's got the high work rate. I kind of use Harry Kane as the guy who can literally hold up the ball and then run with it. Okay, he can hold up the ball. He's got that catalyst on, so it's improving his short passing. You know, it's improving his passing stats. When you use a big strike like that, you're not going to use him as a card who's going to break through and break defenses, okay? He's got the catalyst on him, so he gets the added pace. So that's what? He's got essentially 87 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. If you had a card like that, at that stature, at what? 6'2", I'm not sure the chemistry styles make that much of a difference. He does feel quick, but I'm not sure they make him that quick. But, you know, he's got 72 acceleration, 75 sprint speed. It's honestly not that bad. He honestly does do very well. Just the fact that his shooting is so good, when he gets in front of goal, he doesn't need the dribbling or the skills to make the space, because he can just hit that finesse or anything. You know, his curve is only 75, but we put up his passing. So, you know, his long shots are good, his shot power is good, volleys good, penalties are good. You know, good stamina, good strength, good aggression, good heading accuracy. He kind of just fits that role. I like to play him, and then I've got Mbappe on the other side, who's just an absolute monster. You know, 4-star, high, medium, which is a good work rate for him. You know, he's contributed to what? 102 goals in 76 games played. Insane. Ronaldinho, we said we've been keeping an eye on him. He's kind of coming into his form now as well. You know, I'm getting used to how he plays. 27 games played, 15 goals, which isn't bad from a CAM position, and 8 assists. That makes 23 goals contributed for in 27 games. Not too bad. The two central midfielders, I don't really mind what they're doing. You know, Kevin De Bruyne, 7 games played, 3 goals scored. Haven't really got enough time under the belt to work out what Kevin De Bruyne is doing, but he's, again, got a very good card. You know, he's better than Deco. The pace doesn't really matter because we didn't improve the pace, we just improved his dribbling, shooting, and passing. So all the shooting, dribbling, and passing stats are all going to be up into the low high 90s, which is very, very good. Rui Costa on the other side, still doing his thing. You know, 114 games played, 53 goals, 35 assists. Played very well for me in CAM, Rui Costa. But Ronaldinho just seems that little bit sharper. Matuidi, you know, a lot of these guys are coming up to freaking 100 games for the club as well. You know, we've got 95 games on Matuidi, 100 games on Alba. He's got a goal and 7 assists, 3 goals, 2 assists for Vertonghen. We've got 2 goals for Varane. We've got 1 goal and 6 assists for Kimmich. And then we have Stegen, who hasn't just got many games on his belt yet. Then we have all the subs as well. Let's just go into tournament stats, I guess. The player who's played the most games, we've got 114 with Rui Costa, 117 with Rafa Varane, 118 with Jan Vertonghen. So I think they're the top guys in the team right now. Messi kind of slowed up with his super sub. You know, he came on as a super sub for the first 10 games and he played exceptionally well. Now he's kind of slowing up, which you can expect with players. You know, you put a new player in, they start off with a massive bang, then they kind of slow up, and then they'll kind of start getting better again. But it's very hard to utilise Messi because I don't have a South American team. I don't really want to make a South American team. The team that I have is, you know, it's getting me to the quarterfinals of the World Cup every time. So, you know, I think that's important to say that, you know, that's happening. But the progress right now, honestly, isn't that great. I'll be honest. You know, the team just doesn't feel, something just doesn't feel right with these game modes. I'm happy that all cards are live, and if there's like one I'm interested to see what Zuba's rating is if he wasn't in the World Cup. I didn't bring my tablet up, did I? No. Because I don't know let me have a look. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so as I gathered, it doesn't really say too much, which is a bit of a bummer, but I don't really know too much about Zuba or Cheryshev. But the Golovin, it looks good. Now, I'm not going to play any games today because right now, the World Cup, I am just kind of waiting on getting into that semi-final. I'm just grinding, trying to get through. I've kind of eased up with the content for it because it just felt like it was getting so freaking dry. I'd literally go on, open a few packs, woohoo, we get a few packs, and then we'd go and we'd just play a game on the online tournament. It just kind of felt a little bit dry because there isn't really much to work towards, to be honest. There isn't really anything for me to work towards, but, the video before this on FIFA Ultimate Team, there is something to work towards. Obviously, we got that whole tournament to football thing. I can't quite remember what it's called. Let me put it up on my phone. But, I kind of enjoy that because, they've given us a lot of free, untradeable players that for the casual players, or just the regular players, not the hardcore players who are hardcore grinding, but, just the casual and, mid players. Casual players are people that play a couple of games a week. Regular players are people who play a couple of games a day. And then, the proper hardcore players are the people who play this game for like 5-6 hours plus a day, which, will never be me. Even when I was at school, I didn't play 5 or 6 hours of FIFA a day. Maybe in the weekends I did, but definitely not on weekdays. Definitely not then, and especially not now. But let's see, what was it? There was obviously we had the new players that have been added to the World Cup mode as well. We had Royce, Ashley Young's there. We got Milinkovic-Savic, he's there. The Nation SBCs, that's what happened to Ultimate Team. That was what I liked there. That's what it was. The Festival of Football, or how do I say the football? The Festival of Football has been very, very successful, I think, for EA. That's a nice touch, and I think it will help people get some better teams for their Ultimate Team. But, if you want to see my Ultimate Team's doing, then you have to go and check the previous upload to this, because that is where I would have uploaded that video. But that is where we are going to end this one then, guys. I think it was more of an update video today. I'll try and get some more content out there for you, whether it be actual Ultimate Team or World Cup modes. But I'm kind of interested. I would like to try Golovin in a team, but again, I just have that fear of just getting absolutely smashed. But yeah, that's where we are going to end it then. If you did enjoy, please remember to drop a like on the video. Leave a comment down below of any other videos you'd like me to see, or any content you'd like me to do on either FIFA Ultimate Team or the FIFA Ultimate Team World Cup mode. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications because YouTube is super, super weird right now. And if you don't, you could miss an upload because it won't get put into your subscription box. So please do make sure you do go and check that out. But I've been David. This has been FIFA 18, my Road to Russia World Cup. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay happy. and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.